So in this video, we're going to talk about 6 ways to heal anxious preoccupied attachment style. So I talk about attachment styles in other videos before, and it's just attachment style are formed in the beginning of life when you with your parents, those interactions you have with your parents, and it's attachment style deal with how you relate to other people, right? And we know there are 4 types of attachment style, but in this video, I'm talking specifically about anxious, preoccupied attachment style. And some signs that you have this preoccupied attachment style is that you have a high anxiety in about relationships while you're in relationships, high anxiety with connections. You also tend to have low self-esteem and like negative thoughts about yourself. You tend to see other people that they're better than you. um, you tend to rely on relationships to make you happy. You fear abandonment, you fear rejection, you have difficulty trusting people, you are hypervigilant of your partner's behavior, of their mood, of their actions, of their feelings. You have a strong need to fit in. You want to feel belonged and accepted a lot. You crave intimacy, but you also remain anxious regarding whether your romantic partner will meet your needs or not, right? So, other signs that you have this attachment style is anxious, preoccupied attachment style is that you search for external validation a lot in your relationships. You are highly emotional when it comes to different situations that comes up in your relationship. You act unpredictable, you are moody, you have difficulty regulating your emotions. You also may have angry outbursts at times. You're prone to hyper activation during times of stress, and emotions can be really amplified with you, and you could be overly dependent on others to soothe you and to calm you. You obsess about your partner. You always desire like reciprocation and union with them excessively. Your emotions run high and low. You get jealous very easily. You feel like you have this strong sexual attraction to your partner. You find it hard to trust your partner. You worry about your partner's behavior, about their intentions. And more signs are that you constantly worry about the relationship, that it may be in trouble, or you feel anxious that your partner is going to leave. For example, if your partner is unresponsive to texts or to calls, you feel like they abandoned you. If you call them and they don't pick up, you start to panic and you assume many things, you jump to conclusions. I mentioned before, if they talk to someone of the opposite sex, you're extremely jealous. Even if they talk with their friends, you're jealous. You are clingy, you are needy, you are obsessive, you are controlling and possessive of them. You fall in love really easily. You fear being apart from them, and you are highly attuned to your partner's needs. You hold your partner in high regard, and you put a lot of effort to make sure that you meet their needs, and you people please, and you put your needs last. So those are signs that you have a preoccupied attachment style, anxious, preoccupied attachment style. Those are some signs. And how this came about? Well, it came about when you were a child, when you were young, with the interactions with your parents. Your parents were inconsistent with their response towards you, so you develop this uncertainty and you become anxious about whether or not your needs will be met. When you were young, your parents, they were available and nurturing at some times, but other times they were unavailable, and this brought about feelings of insecurity, and you just didn't understand your parents' behavior. You couldn't predict their behavior because sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not. Or your parent could have been overprotective of you, and you pick up on your parents' anxiety, and it made you become fearful and believe that you are unsafe and that you need protection to avoid being harmed, and you kind of develop this attachment style. You could also, if you experience inconsistency in romantic relationships or with your friends, you can develop traits of this attachment style. So, your parents were inconsistent with their affection, or they emotionally abuse you, and this cause you to feel insecure and like have anxiety around attachments, right? So how it came about, your parents, they support you and they respond to your needs at times, and then but other times their parents were cold and insensitive sometimes, or just emotionally unavailable, or just physically not there. Sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not. So that is how it came about, right? So having this anxious preoccupied attachment style can sabotage your relationship, your romantic relationship. It could create a lot of difficulty in your romantic relationships, right? Being with you can feel like, or your partner would feel like they are on an emotional roller coaster with you. Your partner may not know what to expect from you. Your relationship will feel unstable with lots of anxiety and stress and fear and unhappiness from you, and it spills over, like towards your partner, and both of you could have an unstable relationship. You sabotage your relationship with this attachment style because you cry a lot, you shout, you overreact, and you expect your partner to soothe you and to accept your aggressive and abrasive behavior. And you create unnecessary conflict because of feeling insecure and having negative beliefs about your partner and being hypersensitive to your partner's mood and their actions. All of this creates conflict, it creates drama, and it creates stress in relationship. You are too clingy and needy, controlling and possessive, and you get jealous really easily, and that could really make your partner feel like being with you and being in a relationship with you is a burden. You're always preoccupied about the relationship. That could cause you to have stress. You're obsessive. You think you own your partner, and this could make them feel trapped in the relationship. Right? So that's just some ways you sabotage your relationship, your romantic relationships, right? So how to heal and try to become more secure. We know having a secure attachment style is the best. So I'm just going to give you some steps or advice on how to be better, how to heal this attachment style. And the first thing that you need to do is to understand and know that you have this attachment style. You need to look at your behavior in romantic relationship and in the past, or if you're in one now, and you review the signs that I mentioned earlier in this video, and you see if you have this attachment style, so you could understand and know that you have this. Review the relationship you had with your parents as a child. If they were inconsistent, they were there for you and they're not, you probably have this attachment style. Next thing you're going to do is to be aware and mindful of your feelings, of your behaviors, of your responses, of your reactions, and be mindful and aware of your sensations in your body could really give you information. So notice your automatic and impulsive responses to your partner when maybe when they want to do things without you, or they just want to time for themselves. Notice how you get jealous easily. Notice how you create unnecessary arguments and conflict. And notice how you get possessive and upset when your partner needs space, and they need space for themselves, they need space for their friends, they need space for their family, they need time to work on their goals, on their passion. So you need to notice when you're getting upset when this happens. Be aware of your automatic thoughts and negative thoughts that comes up when they don't text back, when they don't call back, or if they take long to respond to you. Try not to jump to conclusions and try to be relaxed and calm. So when you catch these thoughts and you catch these reactions and these feelings, observe them and recognize them and let them subside and settle down yourself, right? Next thing you need to do is to find better ways to communicate. With this attachment style, it's very easy to be confrontational and to blame your partner for everything. Try not to shout. Try not to cry excessively when you're communicating. Try to listen to your partner's perspective and be open minded, and do not jump to conclusions. Do not come off as needy, as clingy, and controlling and possessive. Approach all your conversations with calmness and honesty, and respect your partner. Do not use obscene language. Do not put your hands on them. Be calm, be cool, be relaxed, and express what you're feeling calmly. Calmly explain your side of the story. Do not interrupt them. Let them finish talking. Take deep breaths. If you are struggling with your emotions, just try to find a technique to help to calm you down in these moments. Sometimes you might have to wait until you calm down before you try to resolve any conflict with your partner. Wait before you text back. Sometimes you're really angry and you text back many things that you do not mean. Wait before you call them back. If you're upset, wait a few hours before you try to resolve any issues, especially if you're feeling out of control or like you're having like a panic attack or something, right? So the next thing to do is to have a healthy and fun and productive hobby that could help you to express your feelings and to keep you occupied when you are not with them. You need to find a way to get out strong emotions and to walk through your thoughts while you are away from them. For example, you can read, you can cook, you can exercise, you can do stretches, you can do yoga, you can meditate, you can go for a walk in nature, you can go for a run, you can go for a swim, you could listen to your favorite music, you can meditate, you can do self care, you can play video games. Not for long hours, but just to calm down, you could play chess or something like that to help you to focus. You can take pictures, whatever it is that could be fun and could also be productive and to help keep you occupied. You know, maybe you work on your side hustle, you do a course to help to improve your to improve your work. Make your favorite drink, walk your pet, watch a tutorial, learn how to do something new, listen to a podcast, whatever it is. Or you just sit in silence and wait until you calm down. Or you could keep a journal where you get out all your strong emotions and all your obsessive thoughts. You write everything down. Or you have a trusted friend that you reach out to when you feel out of control. That should be somebody you trust, right? So that's the fourth thing. The next thing you should be doing is you have a life purpose. You will be busy trying to contribute to this world and also creating a more meaningful life, a more satisfying life for yourself where you are working on your purpose. So you need to get clear on what is important to you and what is not important to you. You need to live a life of meaning. Maybe it's your job, you know, or you should find people that has the same values with you. You need to have drive and passion every single day doing something meaningful that has nothing to do with your partner so you can feel satisfied and fulfilled in life, right? I don't know what your purpose is. Your purpose could be music, it could be art, it could be your career. Maybe you prioritize family and home life. Maybe you like to inspire others. Maybe you like to protect the environment. You like teaching children. You like traveling the world. You need to focus on having a successful life, working on your passion, working on your purpose in life. This will keep you from focusing too much on your partner. Sometimes with this attachment style, you forget about your own life and you focus on your partner too much. And one of the last things you could do is to consider therapy. If you think you need extra support and you can't heal this on your own, you should go to therapy, right? This could be a very difficult attachment style, right? So those are 6 things you could do to help to heal, right? So this is the end of this video. I mentioned the signs of having a anxious preoccupied attachment style. If you are anxious a lot, you panic a lot when they don't respond to you. You're angry, you cry a lot, you have angry outbursts. You depend on them to soothe you. You depend on relationship to make you happy. You get jealous really easily. You're impulsive. If you're having all of these signs, you probably have this attachment style and you need to work on that. So this is the end of this video, and I hope you work on this attachment style. I know it could be very difficult, but you need to work on it every day, and I hope this helps. And if you like this content, like the video, and subscribe if you want to, and see you in the next video.